EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Visitors sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with him. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Breaks through the contact. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Bills 7.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. On the draw, it's Hall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To the air, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Not quite
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rice. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one behind his man, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taking on the midfield logo. Oh, look at the juke. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Allen. He's got some room to operate. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are looking good here. The season openers are able to extend their lead. Pass on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. Rice. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hall. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Jets, first down.
Back to throw. Rice. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun. Rice. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
2nd and 1.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign.
At the 16-yard line.
Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up second down.
17-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Allen off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Tyler Bass to kick off for
after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Rice. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Jets. First down. A gain of 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Operating from the gun, Rice. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 149 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try the middle with Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
Round 80! It's up!
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. In motion goes the tight end. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second and a couple.
Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. What has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 15.
Operating from the gun, Rice. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Come on, come on. Set. Rocco it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week one, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Gets around him and able to get this out to the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Rice. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the sixth time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. So Allen's going to look to throw. Allen going to run with it. He's got it. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Bills, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.